What's good, world? We back with another one. Today's topic, we talking about being fly, forever fly. Let me ask y'all boys a question, man. What do y'all think fly is like, or what does it take to be fly?
It ain't the clothes, it's the man.
Yeah, I always say that it can't be
Same
on you. It always got to be in you.
Yeah,
Same shit.
yeah, I agree.
I agree as well.
Yeah, definitely got to be in you because you know at times when you be seeing people and you know they may have a drip on, but then like when you interact with them, they don't really got that real sauce for real.
Yeah.
They got they got that look. That's why when when them females when they be like, man, yeah, buddy fly, but he lame.
Yeah.
Cause they talk about your inner.
I hear that a lot nowadays.
Yeah, it's your inner self. Can you have conversation?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, do you not have fun? You know what I mean? Like all those type of vibes. So like to me, to answer your question, a fly guy to me is a dude that handle his business. You know what I'm saying? He getting cash. He take care of his responsibilities. You know, he know how to dress. If you with the ladies, he know how to dance with the ladies. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. That's a fly guy. He just always know when and how to say the right things. You know what I'm saying. Like
savoir-faire type vibes, right?
Yeah. So that's my definition at least in a small way.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say just that, savoir-faire, knowing how to do and when to do the right thing at the right time. Yeah, clothes can't mask a duck. You know,
facts.
Yeah.
So
not trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? And he's just moving with his own swag and being confident within himself. Cash don't even make the man. It's how you move with what you got too.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a female perspective, man, they are what's the new trend right now? Walking around with BBLs and whatever. Now, not to knock whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But if you was a lame before, like you gonna be a lame with a big ass now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Or a duck
Facts.
before. All right. That on a lame, like Cash don't lame a dude.
Yeah.
What you got on don't lame a dude. You still got to be that guy.
Yeah.
When I was younger, though, I used to always think like the fly people to me was like them people who influenced me the most was like, you know what I'm saying, my old boy, of course, and like dope boys and, you know, like athletes and stuff like that. Those were the fly people to me. But like then growing up, like as I, you know, got further and further along in life, I started, like G says, the people who handle business, but like those are the only people who I could see really handling business, you know what I'm saying? But then like as I got older, I started noticing, you know, you could be a doctor and be fly. You could be, you know what I'm saying, whatever and be fly. But the main part to me, I feel like what you need to be fly is like you gotta be right here first. You gotta be fly mentally. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that confidence no matter what piece of clothes you put on, you gotta be on point to put it on. You know what I'm saying? To be confident enough to wear it, to be confident enough to walk the way you need to walk in it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a mental thing first, and then everything else like falls behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, to me, that's what I feel like being fly. Before I used to be thinking like, oh, you gotta have cash to be fly. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta have all the girls to be fly. You know what I'm saying? But so what's good, world? This Rick the Vibe here, man. Hey, make sure y'all following us on IG, 4QTRS. That's 4 Quarters Podcast. Keep up with us on IG. You can also find us on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, the whole nine, man. Y'all keep up with us. We out here. In the space I'm in right now, I don't even think none of that pertains to being fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put on Vans, Converse, whatever, you could be fly. It's all on how you do it and when you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you feel me? Like, man, that's, to me, that's my opinion of being fly. It's like, first is your mental aspect, your mental outlook, and your confidence and stuff like that, and then everything else falls behind it.
If we could say this though, does your appearance and how you put yourself together play a very important role on what people think of you? In a sense of, my opinion on it is like, when you walk into a room, your business card, the first thing that people notice is you and how you put yourself together, right?
Right.
Depending on the setting and depending on where you at and depending on the event, right?
Right.
So my main thing is like, you always kind of, not always, but for the most part, you're a walking business card.
Facts.
So when people see you, you know, you're going to have off days because 99% of the time you're going to catch me in basketball shorts and a tee.
Yeah.
But when I know it's time to show up, I'm going to show up. Or if I
Right.
know I'm going to an event, then I'm gonna put that shit on, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, do y'all feel like how you put yourselves together, depending on where you're going, is very important before you open up your mouth?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to be of the mindset though. I was a stubborn shit. I used to be like, man, you can't judge me. Like, don't you judge me how I look. And I used to be on that vibe. Like my old girl and my old boy, they was always trying to keep me, like, not keep me fresh because we didn't know about sneakers.
Especially in our culture.
Yeah, especially in the Haitian culture.
You always had to like make sure
You gotta present
your
yourself.
shirt tucked in before you go to school.
Yeah.
Hair brushed and pants is creased, like laser sharp, the whole nine.
Fast the crease, especially.
Yeah.
Well, but so back in the day, I was on some rebellious. I was rebellious as a gist. I was like, man, I don't care. Like, I'm sagging my pants and all that. But then growing older, and it's, you know, doing business and interacting with people, I definitely feel that that's the first impression that people get of you. I feel like that's definitely an important thing.
Got you.
As far as presenting yourself.
Yeah, I think that for the first impression is definitely an important one, and I think at times I like to think to myself that, you know, that stuff doesn't matter how a person dress, you know, and it's cap, you know, because at the end of the day, no matter how good of a person we may think we are, we all judge in some shape or form. You know, you go meet with somebody and he got, you know, one side of his shirt tucked in and the other one, you know, untucked. You know,
Or a baggy suit.
Or one of those big baggy little rascal suits.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of like,
Yeah.
there's something in you that says this guy doesn't look up to par, you know, to par, and you judge, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so definitely the dress code definitely makes a lot of sense.
And even what you said in this very room, man, we've interviewed some people.
Right.
And we seen how they came in.
Right.
And I'm like, man, how we gonna hire you? You ain't even take time to like really just put yourself together.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So granted, they might have had an off day, but you know when somebody really cares and when somebody don't care.
Right.
You know, it's especially coming to get a job or you trying to like make your first impression.
Absolutely.
So to a certain extent, I feel like it does.
Yeah,
I feel like, man, in order to, like I said, it's the mindset first. Before you even put the clothes on, it's a mindset. You gotta love yourself enough to want to wake up and dress yourself. A lot of people be asking me like, man, every time they see me, they probably think it's every day because they see me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm fresh every day. But like they always ask me like, hey man, how you do it every day? Like what make you want to just get fly every day? You ain't going nowhere. Why you got that on for? You know what I'm saying? That's just me and the mindset I'm in and how much I love myself. You feel me? Like you gotta like you was saying something, Kat, earlier. You said something about like how you stubborn, like you ain't care about how they felt. Like I was on that same vibe. Like I wanted the messy hair, but I always kept a tape with it. You feel me? Like I always grown myself in some way to let you know like this my style of how I want it to look messy. Even now, like I don't get my dreads retwisted or nothing like, but I'm a keep a tape. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna look like a straight bush, like a bushman. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something along the lines to let you know like I still care about my appearance, and you know in the way I dress. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like speaks for itself. But I really feel like, man, you really gotta, like, in order to be fly, you gotta care about yourself. You can't just be like, man, I'm finna, cause anybody, like, it's like you said earlier, G. Like, it's some dudes or girls who'll be like, man, like, he fly. But some people think being fly is just like going to Louis or Gucci or whatever and dressing off the mannequin. To me, that ain't even fly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
to
cheat
me,
code.
Yeah, that's a cheat code. I feel like being fly for real is like you taking your time and piecing it together. Like, oh, I got these shoes already. I'm finna put it with these jeans. I'm finna place it here. I'm gonna do it like this. Or I got this right here. Ooh, I'm fly. Like in your own way, you know, like you did that. Like sometimes I put something together. I ask people their opinion. They be like, man, only you could pull that off. And I love that when people tell me that because I know
I ask that all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I can't wear
you
that,
probably
bro,
could do it. You could do it. I'm like, damn, all right. At sometimes it don't be the answer I be looking for, but I've grown to love it, you know what I'm saying? Because now I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I done put that out there, nigga saying, like, boy, you could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's confirmation in the way y'all speaking it to me and stuff like that. So, like, that's when your confidence kick in. After I get a confirmation like that, that's when my confidence kick in. Like, yo, put that shit on there. You feel me? Boy, told you can pull that shit off.
Let me ask you, has there ever been a time where you was feeling that confidence within, like, in your household, but then, like, as soon as you walked out the door, you realized, like, the colors don't match and everything? Because I remember back in middle school, that's happened to me a lot. Like, you know, you'll be in the house, it's a different shade of light.
Yeah.
And you be like, yo, this look hard. You feel me? And then, like, you got, you know, you rushing out the door to go to school. And then once you step out the door, you kind of, like, realize, like, the shades of the colors off. You look crazy, really.
Yeah. That done happened to me one time. Like, a few episodes back, I think we lost a tape. But I had on the red fly like jump set. I'm like, man, these Louis go hard. It look hard like me holding it up like this. But on picture, that shit looked whack. I ain't gonna. But I had the confidence to take a picture of it. But I was like, man,
we all took some quiet L's, man. I remember in high school, Danny Roman, boy. We had a ring session. Yeah. He like, boy, Reg, I see you over there with 3 shades of gray on. Well, ever since that day, it changed my life. I was like, you know what? Just because it's gray don't mean it gotta go, boy.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? I'm colorblind,
like,
kid.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I'm colorblind.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I know you're colorblind. Right?
Yeah, so like, man, like I be winging it for real. Like G said, sometimes I step out the house, I be like, nah, this don't go. A lot of times y'all boy be like, man, Rick, late. Sometimes that be happening to me. Time I walk out. As soon as you walk out into that natural light, you be like, oh man, I'm tripping.
That's
right
cap.
now.
That's cap.
Put that in the mic.
And nah, for real though.
Bullshit.
No, I'm saying that's one of the reasons. I ain't saying.
Okay.
One of the reasons.
I'm saying that's one of the
Correct
reasons.
that, boy.
But nah, I'm just saying, like, nah, for real, that done happened to me before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like.
And just for the people who don't know, man, because I'm still learning, like, what does that mean exactly, colorblind? Because I know Rel colorblind too, and he like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
what does that mean?
For me, I didn't really know I was colorblind in that way until I was trying to drive trains for CSX, and then you know they do the whole color test and stuff like that, and then I realized that there were certain colors that I couldn't see. So like different shades of red. Greens and stuff like that, when it's mixed up, I can't really see those colors.
Yeah, it's called a red-green deficiency. So like G said, different shades, different. Like I could know, when I'm driving, I know when a red light, green light.
Right.
But when they put you on the test, like you can't see the colors and the mixtures and stuff like that. And then like certain times, like when we looking at like the Pantones and stuff like that, I have to really like look at it a little hard to see like what's the different shade of it. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, blue's not one of them, but yesterday you was asking me, hey, which color blue? And it's like it's a whole bunch of shades of blue, it's a whole bunch of shades of green, yellow, so forth.
If you think about it, man, could y'all say that actually helped in y'all favor? Having to think outside the box and not having to be matchy, and having to like really put something together and be like, you know what? This don't have to exactly match with this, but I'm gonna freak it in a way where I'm gonna make it look dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that might work in y'all favor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think it has. It works in your favor. You see shades differently. It make you put like different shades, like you mismatch, but it somehow it works. You feel me?
Got you.
Yeah, but I feel like clothes is just one part of being fly. Like G said, like man, like. I feel like a big part of it, like G says, like standing on business, taking care of your business, taking care of your responsibility.
That's fly.
I feel like you don't deserve to dress well if you're not taking care of your kids. You feel me? Like how you go, how I would be like how would I feel, dog? I'm Louis down, but my jits can't get what they supposed to get or eat what they supposed to get. Not even saying they supposed to have Louis too, because I could get it from them if I wanted to. But I like seeing how they grow out of their clothes so fast. Like I tried that shit a few times, like for special events, and I felt bad about it because like shit, my feet don't grow no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm a large now. I may fluctuate between the large, medium. Once they wear it once or twice, if they don't go to a special place, then it's like, damn, you done brought this $700 dress or, you know what I'm saying, shirt for them, and they ain't gonna wear it no more. So I grown out of that. But like, if you out here getting fresh and fly and all that in your world, and you ain't keeping your kids' hair done, haircut, you know what I'm saying, giving them the right food, putting them in the right programs they need, you know what I'm saying, to be a better person or better than you was, put them in a better position in life, then I feel like they ain't fly, you feel me? I feel like you capping, you know what I'm saying? You getting over, like you supposed to get fly, like after all that
aspects
shit.
of life, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be on, like, if it ain't the whole package, that's when it ain't fly to me, you feel me? Like, you feel me? You gotta be the whole package.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta have the best of everything. You just gotta be the best of what you can be. You feel me? That's why I said start here first. You ain't really gotta be the best, like, damn, Louis, Gucci, Dior. Cause all that shit, it's steps to get to that. It's levels to it, you feel me? Like, before me, I bought a lot of that stuff, but before I got there, man, I was flying it anywhere I could be. Me and G used to, like, in high school, we used to see shoes that were on sale, like 2 for $89, 2 for $99. We'll go half on it. You know what I'm saying? So I was flying on a budget, but that's me being responsible fly. You feel me? Like, I could stay clean, but like, I know how to do it and still do it within my means and not kill myself or not have to put myself in a position where I gotta rob somebody for that. You know what I'm saying? Or do some dumb shit for it.
Yeah, and even just to go back to what you said, like keeping it, you keep your kids fly, whether it's through different programs and dressing. I ain't gonna lie, I tried that fly stuff with my son, and I ain't gonna lie, I quickly understood that was something that I cared about more than what he cared about. Cause boy, I was buying him the shoes and stuff like that, and then he'll come back first day of school, and it'll look like he'll just
season.
What? He just scuffed the shoe like he was just on the asphalt and just slid his foot through the whole basketball court. So I quickly understood that. Okay, I know what we got to do with you. We going $20 Reebok shoe. You know what I mean? He don't really care. He don't know better. But yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, you have to have. You'll want to have your family in order, you know what I'm saying? You just can't really be the fly guy and then everybody looking crazy, you know what I mean?
Or even if you take it another step above that, like, you just looking fly, but your health ain't right. Like, you take off your shirt, you just looking like the dude in the tight shirt, and then next thing you know, you take that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? You looking pregnant. You feel me? That's not fly, bro. You feel me? Like, I don't look at dudes, but I see the way some dudes wear certain clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go out, you listen to music and you people watch. You enjoy the ambiance. You see certain things. I pay attention a lot to fashion. I like to compliment people on, like, yo, that's hard. You feel me? I like, because people do it to me, and I've grown to, like, receive it in a way where it's not like uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things, like, people like. They like fashion. People like fashion. They like to see, like, dang, hey, what's that? Like, it's an art for real. It's a real art, dog, to see somebody who know how to put some shit together. Like, it's a real art, and, like, when I do it and I see it, I'm like, man, dog, dudes don't be caring, even females don't be caring about their shape. Like, they just putting shit on, like, you know what I'm saying, and they care now to the point where they'll get the you know what I'm saying, like, surgeries and stuff like that, but they still ain't worrying about how, like, the fit of the clothes be. Like, most stuff that I buy that don't fit right, I take it straight to the tailor so they could make it fit according to my size. Cause, like, I'm not a regular shaped person like the mannequin is. You feel me? Like, my legs short. You feel me? So I gotta get my shit tailored towards me. So I feel like that's one thing of, like, that's a big part of being fly, like a tailor, like, for your clothes fitting the right way.
Let me ask.
But I was gonna say I could definitely agree with you on that as far as the fitness part about it. Because me, I like to say, like, I like to say I make clothes look good. Clothes don't make me look good. Because I like to just I work out, you know, just like all of us. We all work out, and I feel like it's because, well, one reason is that clothes could look good on us when we wear it and stuff like that.
True.
Yeah.
So that fitness, that's a big well, I don't want to say it's a big part because you got fly fat niggas too.
Yeah,
and
you
shit,
got
like,
fly.
for real.
You got fly
Yeah,
fat
for
people,
real.
but like, man, like I
Even
said,
fly
it all
big
started here
girls.
first.
Yeah,
So
for real.
you could be like Rose, a fly
fly
fat
fat
nigga.
dude.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, real
Like,
shit.
but it all started here first.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only reason why he could be that fly fat dude because he got it right here. Like he ain't nobody could break through his mental and be like,
Confident.
"Boy, sit your fat ass down." You feel me? Like that nigga probably go like even when he wasn't even Rose, he probably like done hurt that shit 1,100 times. You feel me? Like and it don't phase him. So you gotta be right here and right here first.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? In your heart and then your mental first, dog. That's where you gotta be fly first. You can't be no fly crybaby. You know what I'm saying? Like emotional fly guy, dog. Like
Emotional fly
that
guy.
to me, they ain't fly. You feel me? Like
Yeah. I mean, even just to spin it a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, hey, what's going on, family? Go over to flysupplyclothing.com and go and get one of our conversational pieces. We need to start talking to each other, and that's what our apparel does. We start conversations through clothing. So go over to flysupplyclothing.com. Don't be selfish. Get one for you and get one for somebody else who you love or who you don't like. Y'all get it together. Love. I started to notice that, you know, that fly vibe could be anywhere. Like when I started working at Coca-Cola, and I remember I seen Cletus. It was a guy named Mr. Cletus, and he was like a supervisor over a lot of over the merchandise and stuff
Swole
like that.
dude.
Yeah, and I remember,
heard you
man,
mention
Cletus,
it.
Mr. Cletus, man, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Cletus, he stood about like what 6'3" or so, 6'3", 6'4", or something like that. Dark black guy, ripped, you know what I mean? And he used to always dress, like right, man. He always got the button ups on, tuck his shirt, even if he got the Coca-Cola collar shirts on.
Yeah.
The polo shirts on, man, he have it tucked in. You can see his physique, and he know how to speak well. And I just saw the way that he always commanded the room. And though he was fair, he was just always direct, like with everybody. And I remember, like, I used to see him and be like, man, yo, what Cletus one of them fly dudes, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I started to realize too, man, like.
And that's with a uniform on.
And that's with a
So
uniform.
it was just how he carried himself.
So how he carried himself, the way he spoke, man, the way he spoke, and like I said, you have those guys when you in the corporate world, like they'll be pretty much like two-faced with you. With Cletus, well, it was none of that. Like it was straight, just by the books. You got to do, like you have to do exactly what you said you was gonna do when you was on the interview. And I remember he said that before. Like a lot of you guys, when you came in here, you guys were dressed nice, but then now you guys got the job and you guys settled in. When I come out to the stores, your shirts out of your uniforms are not tucked in no more. So what he was talking about was pretty much being consistent and representing the Coca-Cola brand, right? But I always remember Mr. Cletus. I just love the way he carried himself. So he was always fly to me, Mr. Cletus. In the work world. You feel me?
I always felt like I was flying to work, especially when we had that job, like, cause it was easy. It's like, all right, I got my uniform. All I gotta do is just get my kicks. You know what I'm saying? Even though there was kicks that I used to be messing up as far as like working in, but I used to always still have my nights that, you know what I'm saying, I come through, and like I feel like no matter what, it's always how you present yourself and how you feel about yourself. Like Reg, you mentioned earlier, you said like, man, on certain days you go catch me in Jordans and the tee. Yeah. Jordan shorts, basketball shorts, and the tee, but it's how you doing it. You feel me? Even with the way you doing it, I could tell, like, boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't no scrub. You feel me? Like, that go for all of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people, like, I feel like it's not fly when your clothes wrinkle. I think that's the number one no. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate, everybody know I iron my clothes, dog. It don't matter what it is. I hate wrinkles, dog. Like, with a passion, dog. Like, you feel me? I don't like creases either, but I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Wrinkles is like a whole nother no, dog.
When all right, is there a gray area or a thin line between being obsessive and being fly, like when being fly controls everything around you, is that a problem? Or like where it starts to like you starts to negate certain things like real responsibilities where my appearance or how let's just say, let's keep it on the appearance thing, where somebody's just too obsessive with how they look, can that be detrimental? Like, and they call themselves fly, but everything else around them is falling apart.
Well, you talking about being cuffed to it?
Pretty much.
It sound like you being cuffed to it.
Yeah, where it's just
fly.
like you wake up, just you thirsty for like maybe it's no longer just in you. Maybe it's just you're doing it for others now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just not who you are as a person. Maybe you just, man, let me put this on and see how many likes I could get, or let me see what kind of attention I'll get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause is there a thin line between being super fly and just also just doing it for others?
Man, I think.
And do we know people personally that have done that? We don't got to name no names, but I'm sure we all kind of like know people.
I think like what Rick was saying earlier, how we used to bust down the those deals to buy one get one free. So being responsible and being fly on a budget.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm answering your question, I think if your priorities are not in order, then you may not be able to get those $200 Jordans that time or $1,000 designer shoes.
Yeah.
Or if just say you got kids or whatever, you don't have to have kids, but you have an obligation.
Yeah.
Got bills.
That you got bills that is either you paying your cell phone bill or you're gonna pay for a pair of shoes, and then your phone gonna get cut off, and then people got to reach you. Like, which one do you pick? So I think when once it gets to a point where you just doing bonehead stuff,
right?
Yeah, just to be fly, then I think it's
foolish.
Yeah,
it's foolish, man. That's foolish. I feel like if you gotta get off a budget to get fly, then you don't know how to do it anyway. You feel me? Because like, I get a kick off of getting. I ain't gonna lie, I get a kick off of like when I could get a deal. Like, I'm like, yo, and you know this because I share when I really find a sweet deal, I share with y'all about like, hey boy, I found this place, we got these pants, they for the low, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can make these $60 pants look like they're $1,000 pants. You feel me? They ain't no different from the Marys. I'm just putting them on, you know what I'm saying? The way I swag them out, they go look the same. Us being in the clothing, when we got into this clothing industry, like, I really started to notice like, ain't really no difference. And you have some materials that are on the low end and you got some materials that are on the high end, but it's all cotton is cotton, you know what I'm saying? Jersey is jersey, silk is silk. The only thing that makes the difference in the price of these clothes is the brand, you feel me? Ye just brought all these Balenciaga goods and selling them for $24, $20, bro. You feel me? Like, it's all brand. It's all the branding, you feel me? I get a kick out of like Walmart. Like, that's my new thing. Walmart and Target, that's like, I like doing that shit. I like that more than anything because I'm searching through it. I'm like, okay, I could put this, put that. Then when I do wear it, people like, hey, what's that? You like this? I got this from Walmart. Like, that'd be my little kick. You know what I'm saying? I get a kick out of it because they be thinking like, okay, he probably got some shit on, but I got some shit on, but it ain't that type of shit. You feel me?
And that's because I know the times when you be doing it, you came in the shop, yo, look, I got this from Target, and they be looking super fly, but you said something earlier that it's all about branding, right? So, and that's what throws me off sometimes. Like, me personally, like I haven't purchased anything designer yet, and I'm not saying I'm not, because I'm sure I will in the future. But us going to China, that's what kind of distorted the way I think about those high end brands. Because us going to China and actually going into those factories, it was almost like, yo, we saw what Kith was made from, and all. We was there. It's not like we read a book on it.
Same factory.
Our goods made in the same factory, and so so now me knowing this because we was actually there and we was touching it, we was really there. You know what I mean? And I know that these pants they are made where my fly supply pants are made. And he just say, for instance, these pants cost $5, and we was there. And when it gets to the States, you're gonna sell me these pants at $1,000 and the same pants just because that's fly supply and that's a $80 pants. You're gonna buy the $1,000 pants, but it's the same material, like you said. There's no real difference in the cotton.
Yeah. It's a lot of psychology involved.
It's psychology
for sure.
involved.
Branding, presentation.
So that's why for me, like I said, I'm not saying I wouldn't buy any designer because I'm sure I will, but what I'm saying is that's why it's a little bit hard for me to make those purchases. I'd rather spend that money on other things. And I do buy other foolish things. Yeah. But us experiencing that, being in China and seeing that all these products are the same, I just can't. It's a little bit difficult for me to pay 1,000% markup on a brand that's been advertised to be the be so-called luxury. You feel me?
No, you definitely right on that, man.
But it's fly though. Trust me.
Of course,
it's fly though. It's hella fly.
But on the flip side too, I mean, on a personal side, like I got these YSL kicks, right? I had them for years. Yeah. They're probably one of my favorite kicks because one, they comfortable and the durability of them. Right. I spent a little ticket on them. Right. And to this day, they outlast every single pair of Jordans I ever had, or every single pair of whatever I had. You know what I'm saying? Or Nikes or whatever it is, but. I paid a little ticket, a little price for those, but they ended up lasting almost 10 years. And you could dress them up with almost anything. Right. So sometimes you get what you pay for, and sometimes you really get what you paid for. Right. Or you overpay what you really thought that was.
Right. But you paying for quality and value.
Facts. I look at that though. I don't always just look. I don't shop for brands. Sometimes when I do shop for something, man, I know this jacket or whatever it is might last maybe 3 lifetimes of something I might pull from this other brand. You get what I'm saying?
And
so I really shop for quality.
And exclusivity.
Like, that too.
And what?
Exclusivity.
I got you.
Like when I buy like Louis, at one point I was buying it like they wasn't certain shoes they wasn't like re-ing up on. They was just making them and then that was it. You couldn't find them no more. Then after a while, like certain models like they were getting hot. They started like reproducing them and stuff like that. But at one point, they weren't like certain models. They weren't like remaking them and stuff. And they make all their stuff like they kicks and stuff. They make it by hand. So like, man, I was fucking with it heavy. But now it's like, man, I'm kind of getting off of it. I'm still on it, but I'm trying to like chill on it because I be thinking about more like what I just told y'all is all branding. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's like, yo. This the brand, you know what I'm saying? And then like ain't really no exclusivity out here right now. Like I feel like everybody like follows the same trends. Like it's like it don't matter what region you in, no like what part of the world. I think with the internet, everybody on the same speed now. Like the playing field like even. Like you can't even tell where people from. Like
real shit.
Before you like used to be able to tell like, oh, that's a New York thing, or that's a Chicago thing, West Coast. Like you look like you from the West Coast. People be over here, they be like, oh, you look West Coast. Like I've been here my whole life. You feel me?
Born and raised type shit. Speaking of demographics, though, my bad, it's gonna throw off. I got a question, and I kind of know the answer, but I want to hear what y'all boys think. What's the age limit of being fly? Like, what's the age limit?
Man, I don't think
it's no age limit.
I don't think it's no age limit.
So how come when we see some old nigga, we be like, oh man, old buddy, like he ain't got it.
It ain't no age.
I hear a lot of these. I hear a lot of
with
these
the New Balances and the boot cut jeans.
But that's the swag they taking now.
You know, there's no age limit on it, but it do look wild. Like I tell you, when I'm in the gym, I don't really like to see older guys with those on. You know how they was making those dry fit shirts and they had like Superman logo and all that? And it's fitted.
The Under Armour joint.
Yeah. I don't like to see like older guys in that. You know what I'm saying? It looks weird to me personally. Or like, I don't know. It just
so you can't be playful and be older.
I don't know. It just looks very
is it
action figure-ish. You know what I mean? It gives me a little weird vibe. So me personally, I don't like to see it. But man, it could get wild when you get. It's only a few people that's really been able to master it. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Older, right?
Like be older and still be able to bridge.
Be fresh with it.
You just can't be scared. You can't be. I feel like the older you get, you can't be afraid to try new things. Though you can't get stuck. When you get stuck in those ways, like remember, remember when we first started making clothes?
Yeah.
It was baggy tees that was in. I feel like we was one of the first brands to kind of like go with the fitted tees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys got stuck in that wave of big clothes, like big clothes. We back at that wave now, but that was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It take a time. So like, I feel like when you get stuck, when you get stubborn and stuck in the style, that's when, you know what I'm saying, it's like, and it happens a lot. That's why people be shocked when you get an old person who not wearing like bell bottoms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, though, it was a time like you'll see old people and they wearing the older clothes, like it's still stuck wearing older clothes. Like you can smell their old clothes and stuff like that. But like, I feel like you gotta keep the motion going. You
definitely gotta adjust with the times and not get complacent, man. You'll still see the older people when we was younger wearing the pastel colors and you know this came out in the 70s and you still rocking it. So for me, my main thing is like, man, when I get older, me and my wife, we always say this, man, we gotta stay fly, man. As we get older, like you gotta stay in shape, you gotta stay fly, you gotta be mentally fly, you gotta look the part. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look good, you feel good. And those are wise words from Dion, man. Ever since I was a kid watching Dion, I used to lay out my clothes, my uniform, and my wristbands and everything else. Because when you really do look good, you're going to show up on that field. You can't really be a duck and be fresh on the field. So you really got to, like, show up if you're going to look the part.
I feel you.
So I feel like that's going to translate into your adulthood, man, as long as you keep that same mentality.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, nah, I ain't going to lie. When you were saying something, it slipped my mind that fast, man. But I remember Mr. Banks used to always keep it fly though.
Mr. Banks from North Middle?
Yeah, from middle school. He stayed
with the gold chain.
He was an older dude.
Always had
I had one of those teachers too, Miss Dean.
Yeah, just fly.
Yeah, always fly.
You definitely want to keep it fly.
But you see the power of fly?
Yeah.
Like this is decades ago. Like this is years ago, and we still thinking about these people.
Yeah,
because they left a lasting impression on how they carried themselves.
You think you can be fly with no cash?
Yeah.
I see it all the time. I was just in Jamaica, and I saw, you saw some people who, had a little bit less, but I could just see the way how they moved. They was charismatic.
Yeah.
You feel me? You just had to, and just knew how to vibe and move in situations. So it would definitely fly. So, and it all depends on how you're promoting yourself. Like, if you're pretending to be like you're a person with cash and you don't have cash, then that's not fly.
Yeah,
flogging. You flogging. But if you're a person that's, being yourself and, you're on the way to, hitting those goals that you got in mind, then, that's cool if you don't have it yet. But just vibe, you feel me?
Yeah, nobody want to go through them levels, dog. Like, and I feel like you can't skip them levels, dog. So, like, you know how, like, you go through these levels so you could be, like, the sauce god or the fly god. You feel me? You got to go through each stage, dog. You got to beat these masters, dog. Like, you got to learn. You got to learn how to be. You got to learn how to do it, dog. You got to learn how to, like, budget. You got to learn, like, dang, man, like, this don't fit right or this fit like this. You got to learn how to, like, shop and ask questions, all that, like, I feel like, man, you can't skip the steps, dog. Like, a lot of people want to skip these steps, dog. And when you skip these steps, man, I feel like that's when you get your feelings hurt. You feel me? You hurt your own feelings, like, because you got to be mentally, like I say, it's always here first. So no matter what, dog, nigga could give me a monkey suit right now. I feel like I'll make that shit look hard. I know how I want my monkey suit to fit. I probably may say, hey man, my true to size is a medium, but give me an XL. I'm gonna make my shit baggy. Let me put on these boots. I could tie these boots like this, make it look like this, or I could put my sneakers on and make it look this way. I feel like you gotta go through certain things in life to kind of like know how to do this or how to move right. I ain't go flogging and like be like, oh man, like I never been the type, and I don't care. Like for the most I ever did, like I grew up in a household with my brothers that's a year under me, and I got another brother that's probably like 5 years under me. Me and Mark, he a year under me. Me and him probably might share little things here and there, but for the most part, whenever he brought something, we got the same taste. We probably brought the same shoes, you know what I'm saying? every time all us been shopping together. Like man, you finna get these Bo Jackson? Yeah, I'm gonna get these too. All us, we go probably get the same color, same shoe, whatever. So it made it hard for me not to like share. But I feel like when you like grabbing other people gear and when like, dang, you can't be flying doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, your sauce, dog.
Going through them steps. That's part of the journey. Shout out, love your journey, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's part of the that's part of the journey, and that's when like, well, you know, personally, that's when it becomes like in you and not on you and stuff like that. You just going through those steps, and like you said, you beating all them levels and shit, beating all them bosses and getting new information and knowledge. You adding to your repertoire, or just being fly.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm able to skip. I'm able to skip steps now because I get it from you guys because I know you guys are you guys are more fashion forward and more willing to go out on the limb a lot sooner before the world picks up and it becomes the norm. Because I don't know, a couple of years ago when it was it was transitioning over to the short shorts, and I was stubborn. I had them big camo shorts on, and I remember sitting at the desk, and I think it was, Rick, you came in with like, yo, the shorts getting shorter than KP. We're like, yo, boy, that's the vibe. And I was sitting there like, boy, these boys changing on me. I remember I was working at the computer. And I was like, yo, these boys was changing on
like,
me.
Damn, boy, how short you want the shorts to be?
And now look, you know what I mean?
Not today. You got the short.
I got the shorts on. But I remember that y'all boys always go out on the limb first every time, even with the big shirts.
The hoochie daddy shorts.
Here we go.
Now that's in.
The hoochie daddy shorts. But y'all boys always go out on the limb first. And then even with the big shirts, I heard that, I say, dang, we're gonna be looking like T-Rex again. You feel me, with these big old shirts, and it's like, here you go, I got the big shirt on, short shorts, and it's matching with how I'm feeling. Like the big clothes, cause it make me like, I don't want nobody around me and nothing on me. So it's like going.
But you able to do that You able to do that from being around certain people. You see it, you close up on it, like, okay, I see it, don't look that crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, even if like somebody do whatever, you confident enough to kind of like pull it off. It's people still stuck in their ways that won't even do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
so let me ask y'all this question then: what influences your fashion sense?
For me, traveling. I feel like when we started traveling, when me and KP went to Vegas, that first time to the trade show, dog. Kid, man, that shit was crazy. Everybody was in black and white.
Yeah, facts.
I swear to God, fool. This was when Pyrex was in still. Everybody was in black and white, bro. I was like, damn, dog. Niggas in Miami be dressing louder than the bitch. You feel me? Like, that was my first time really seeing it out of what we was on. You know what I'm saying? At the time, they were trying to do sublimated shirts, all over print shirts, and it was loud. What was that brand that used to make the fake leather pants and shit? Damn, you remember leather pants was going crazy, but it wasn't no real leather. It was one that had hella pleather out here.
Fox leather.
Yeah, dog. But nevertheless, dog, like traveling really is what put me on, like to like seeing different things, especially when we went to China, dog. Bro, on the way there, I was just peeping all these little Chinese people, dog, with these. Dog, them boys was on the Triple S before we even thought about this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like before Kanye, whoever wore them shits first, they were freaking them shits out, bro. The whole plane, I'm like, damn, this must be the shoe out here, dog. Like, so like me seeing things, seeing different people, like just pulling, like even like you know what I'm saying. I like to watch people the way they dress, like. I don't discriminate on, oh man, damn, that gay dude, this person, this white person. I just like clothes, period. When they put shit there, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, dog. I fuck with that vibe. Like, I like when people look like characters for real, like real life avatars. Like, oh, that surfer dude, I could tell he like a surfer. I like your surfer look. You feel me? I like how you put the Vans on with the ripped pants and the ripped shirt. yeah, I'm fucking with that, dog. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
I hate when everybody look the
When
same.
you own
Like,
your fashion sense,
Gee.
man, when you're not trying to be something you're really not. Like I like when like same thing you saying, man. When somebody owns their own fashion sense is not going against who they really are,
Yeah.
and really like. Yo, so I know you guys are tuning in right now, but we got so many free games to give you guys, man. A lot of free game. Tune in, finna get to the end of this podcast, and then just make sure y'all check us out. Look their part, their authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
I could appreciate that.
Yeah.
And to your point though about the traveling, shit, I remember years ago when you came back from Amsterdam or Greece or what it was,
yeah,
you would talk about how you saw bell bottoms out there. I'm looking at you
yeah.
like,
This is like
bell
2000,
bottoms?
Yeah.
2017.
2017. You sure
Yeah.
went earlier?
Yeah, 2016, 2017.
Either or, it's like five years ago probably or
Yeah.
something. And now look where we at now, 5 years later.
Yeah,
Like,
now we just getting. I'm like, yo, they wearing bell bottoms out there, and they was freaking them out. I remember I said, we were like, nah, niggas not doing that shit. Like, I was like, bro, they doing it out there, like, and I was seeing it. I wonder what they doing now. You feel me? Like, but like the internet and other people traveling more, they bringing all that sauce back. You feel me? Like, I feel like more like tribal prints and like African clothes finna start hitting. You feel me? That's my opinion. I feel like more like African clothes go start like
And more
That's
tribal
dope, though.
prints.
yeah, like I feel
Patterns.
like that shit go hit. They not even on it like that. Like the people from those cultures, like they don't wear it in their videos, but I like their clothes a lot. Like the sets they have, I fuck with the way the clothes go. So me personally, I feel like that's something new that may come to the table where it's like, okay, like a new sauce, cause like man, we need new, dog. Like everybody be looking the same, dog. I feel like when people like, certain stuff I won't even touch. I can't buy a gallery department because it's too much of that shit out here, dog. Like, why do I need to flood
It's
the
like a
street?
uniform.
Look
now.
like
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Why do I need to do something that they already doing? Like, I'm strolling through my timeline, I'ma see it. Like, no, I don't even want to do it. Certain things I don't do because I see too much. I stopped wearing Dior because of that.
But how long can you last being original? Cause like we we in the share culture, so as soon as you post it, it's just kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, I like what Rick got on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start rocking with Rick. So you just gotta constantly just keep changing. I guess.
You gotta
Stay
constantly
creative.
keep changing, and you can't be scared to do stuff that like that nobody else don't want to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like when I get in shape, I want to wear like see-through clothes, like
Yeah, I've been seeing
like you know what I'm saying, like tops as well,
like
like
halter tops type vibe.
like not hot. Like, all right, so like let's say like, all right, damn, what's them
Nip slip,
wrestlers?
huh?
What's them wrestlers?
A little leotard or something.
What do you,
Yeah, like them boys used to be on some.
Yeah, way
the Hardy
Yeah, the
Boys.
Hardy Boys, like
Hardy Boys.
like that type vibes with the big pants and shit like that. Like I
yeah.
fuck with that shit, like low key. But you gotta be in shape for that shit, like for real.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too goth with it, but like a few years back, like Dior made these like see through, but at the same time it had their logo on it. I kind of liked it, but I was like, man, I ain't in shape enough to pull off the see-through vibes. Like, man, even though I'm probably in shape to other people, I just want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I see that nigga, like, he showing it off. Like,
When is it too freaky though? Kind of say see-through
You said
top.
when is it?
Yeah, would you go see-through bottom?
Nah.
Not because I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
What if it starts getting
they do
popular,
have
though?
it. Louis got something like that where it's like, it's not all the way see-through, but they got a special
It's like a
underwear you
mesh.
wear. Yeah, it's like a mesh. They got a special underwear you wear with it, though. I mean, hey, ain't no limits out here, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, like, at one point, dog, the shit we see women wear, dog, I would never think that, you know what I'm saying,
That's
we'll
what they
have
wearing
girls
out
running out
in
here with
public.
pasties on, you know what I'm saying, just showing
you
like
think
they...
it's a part of the agenda?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like it's fashion right now. But, you know, you do have a lot of people that are, like, of opposite preferences at the top of fashion and maybe on their agenda. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, dog, it's everything in place. You can have your mind open. I won't say, like, I won't wear a dress. I won't wear a kilt. Like, I just won't do it because I won't want to confuse nobody around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, young men who look up to me and shit like that, I won't do it for them boys. You feel me? I would want to let them boys know, like, man, we men. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense of everything, dog, I look at clothes as clothes, dog. Like, if you choose to wear that, that's you. Like, somebody on my page one time, on my Instagram page, a nigga had called me gay because I had a bag. He was like, that's gay. So I'm like, what's gay, bro? Like, the bag? He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, gay is when you like another man. You feel me? When you same sex. Fashion ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? It's just me putting some shit on. That's not gay at all. Like, you could do whatever. You want to paint your nails, you can paint your nails. That's a part of your fashion. That's a part of your fashion. If you want to wear earrings, like, I don't wear earrings, none. But some people do. I'm not going to sit here and say females wear earrings, that's supposed to be gay. You know, that's gay or whatever. I feel like fashion should be open to however you want to dress, whatever you feel like putting on. But, you know what I'm saying, it depends on you. As long as you ain't selling your soul and going against what your belief is, that's when you fly, you feel me? Like, it all start here. Like, if you feel like, hey, man, I'm finna, like, Thug rock the dress on his album cover. He felt like, man, I feel like this shit a little hard. I'm finna throw it on. He ain't sell his soul. That's how he felt. As he got that shit, he did it, got it over with, kept it moving, you feel me? Like,
yeah, I just don't think that and I don't really understand because is it Scotland that they wear those?
They wear kilts.
They wear kilts.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really understand the culture, so I'm not talking about that. But I don't know. I don't think it's ever cool for a man to rock like a fitted dress or a dress. You feel me? It's kinda like, like it's kind of loose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it can be loose flowing.
Curves, huh?
yeah. Like, cause I'm just me personally. I'm just thinking like, why do you have on a dress? You know what I mean? But if you know what I'm saying, if you're comfortable with doing it though, then it is what it is. But I just don't see a reason why a man would wear. Yeah, mesh, but not a dress. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when I was in Jamaica a couple of weeks ago, I started to put on mine, but I put on some weight. It ain't look too right. And my nipples was hanging out the holes. So I couldn't really catch the vibe. I ain't gonna lie. So I took it off.
The wind and shit.
Yeah. My dad had one on when I went over his house.
But that's a part of the culture, though.
Yeah, he had a big black one with holes. And it was like kind of weird. I ain't get there yet, but like Rick said, you know, if you in shape, I probably may wear one of those the mesh dress.
It's in your mind, bro.
Yeah, but not a dress though. I'm talking
not
about
a dress.
like,
I ain't talking about a dress.
Yeah, like a fitted. Imagine you,
mesh.
y'all tall you 6'2".
I can't imagine.
Imagine you like in a dress.
I
can't imagine.
With some Balenciagas, you telling me it's fashion?
Nah, I would never.
I don't know.
Now you going too far.
Yeah.
Jumping out of Hellcat.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
And then you got your strap. You got your phone.
Hanging where was the
would
strap
you wear
at?
like a tight suit, like a bodysuit?
Nah.
But let's
Like
say
fitness type vibes?
like fit like let's say like Superman.
For what?
I'm just saying like what? All right. So I hear you, right?
Save nobody.
No,
like,
but
just
no, I'm just
vibe.
saying like,
tights, like
no, I'm just
sports?
saying like a onesie is tight. Like let's say, all right, let's say we in the future, 10 years from now, that's the new drobe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, the sun is heating up, so we gotta wear these special suits. Them shits be tight as fuck, and we gotta. Would you wear it
for survival?
Of
you
course.
talking about if you're trying to survive?
But it's
Yeah,
fashion.
you talking about a hypothetical
I don't
situation
know,
that we're not even.
All right,
there
what
yet.
if but that's
if the sun is moving closer, which I believe it is, and we had to wear,
I'm with. Give me all colors.
Yeah, and we had to
feel
wear
you.
like protection suits. I'm all in.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
man, but not just for the
I ain't
vibe.
rocking a
Function of it,
bodysuit, dog. Like I ain't going nowhere.
Just to say this
bodysuit,
fashion.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like want to start testing. I want to like start. You feel me? Like expanding. Like
Testing what?
testing the limit. You feel me? Like just doing different shit, bro. That's why I brought them Balenci boots. I was like, man, fuck it. The Croc ones, like.
Yeah.
For one, they made me taller. Like them shits gave me a couple inches, dog. Like everywhere I was going, I was like 6 foot. When this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think me personally, since I have you know what I'm saying, I have a son. So I know I wouldn't want to confuse him.
Same, man.
You know what I'm saying? So like with certain things,
You
like,
an action figure, bruh.
Yeah, that exactly. I'm an action figure in his life. So that's why I can't wear a dress.
I ain't said dress, not a
me?
dress.
Like
I
that,
can't
but
do a dress, dog. Like,
a dress or like I'm rocking like a onesie or something. It's kind of
a little cute mini skirt.
Yeah, because like, I'm rocking that. You know what I'm saying? It's showing you. You know, it's gonna showing you meat, and then it's kind of like giving. I don't know. It's kind of giving a weird vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean showing to me when you got
like you talking about that full pledge bodysuit?
Oh, you mean the print? Like
Yeah, it's like I don't know, bro. I ain't really feel it.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit then, right? We ain't gonna get canceled. We creative minds anyway. But let me ask y'all this though. All right, so we in the fashion world, right?
Right.
All right, we do these things called outfit grids. And 9 out of 10 times, whenever we post an outfit grid, just so people who don't know what that is basically laying out a full-fledged outfit and might throw in some accessories,
Right.
just to show that's your look for the day.
Right.
So when we do these things, we automatically always almost see an increase in sales. Some people might just buy exactly what's on that outfit grid,
Right.
which means that we're influential. So we're coming from an influential standpoint because we're showing what people can do with our garments.
Right.
All right. When does being original and having your own fashion sense and being influenced by another brand, when does that mesh with each other? Meaning that, I've heard the argument that, no, I want to be original. Like, I got my own fashion sense. Me wearing what I wear is my own interpretation of being fly. But on the flip side, we influence people on what to wear too.
Right.
So we end up in business to make money too. But if everybody had that same mindset, I want to be original, I don't want to wear what everybody's promoting on me, we got to really keep in mind that at the same time, we have to influence people and show them the way as well, and show them what's dope, and showing them, how you could really piece something together and still look fly. So there is, I feel like, a thin line between being original and then also influencing people on how to like move and shape the culture. Because there's different eras in fashion. Like we had the bell bottoms, we had the sequins or whatever. Our parents wore the butterfly collars with the suits. You know what I'm saying? So now we might be like you said, G, earlier. Everybody was doing baggy shirts or whatever,
Right.
but we switched it up and went to another style or another fit, and then everybody else started following suit. So there is, I feel like there's a thin line between being original and then also influencing people. So we just got to remember to find a happy medium between those two.
And I think we kind of successfully dance within that happy medium as far as us and what we represent. I feel like we represent originality, and I think that's one of the narratives we like to push a lot, like creativity and just being ourselves. Even a lot of our stuff, like it's set apart from other things that you may see. Like we like to kind of put ourselves in like another category, and I think that actually contributes to what you're saying with the customer. Like if he or she want to be original or something, go ahead and pick up that fly supply, because you ain't gonna see nothing like that fly supply.
That's really the point I was trying to make. I feel like our brand allows and promotes people to really do what they want to do.
Facts.
We just give you the tools.
Facts.
And it's up to you to piece it together how you want to piece it together.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I'm thinking about what you saying earlier, Rick. Like how can it become? Well, it's for everybody, but can it become a little bit frustrating? Because I know, like I said, I know you and KP are more willing to go out on the edge first, and then y'all bring it back to us. And is it a little bit difficult to create when you're in a group and let's say you want to go out there on that limb, but you just know probably everybody's not with it to go that far on it? Does it like limit your creativity? Or
I mean, in any situation, that's always gonna be frustrating. We could be working on a car, and like it could be a street car, and I'm like, man, let's throw the nitro in that shit. And like y'all boys like, nah, man, we trying to like drive it this way. I'm like, man, I'm trying to go hard on the speed and the horsepower.
Right.
But yeah, at times it does, but I feel like it's a great balance between us, dog. Like, the reason why I feel that way is because, like, some stuff, like, I seen it where some things have been just a trend. You feel me? Like, at one point, it was a new style tee that came out, the round hem tees. And those came in and they came and went. You feel me?
Fast.
Yep.
And if one of y'all boys didn't say, like, man, yo, let's not
Go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And we probably would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, it's always good to kind of, like, it's always good to have both sides. You know what I'm saying? How I like to do things is, you know what I'm saying, like, I like to play with it before, you know what I'm saying, we go in. Like, I like to wear it. I like to see how I like it. I see how
Field
people
testing.
it's like dope testing for real. Like, see how everybody else responded to it. And, you know what I'm saying, if I get the compliments and, you know what I'm saying, the feedback I need, that's when, you know what I'm saying, I really go hard on, like, yo, we got to do this, you know what I'm saying? But at times it could be, but, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like we got a good balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got a great balance, like, when it comes to that.
That's what's up, man.
I feel the same way. I feel like the balance helps, and it helps, you know, people from going overboard. It helps us from going overboard for real. Like you said, we probably would have killed them hem tees if them round hem tees if, you know, someone ain't say, all right, y'all boys, let's take it easy a little bit.
That's probably what gave us longevity, man. Just having 4 different minds in the game room and just, you know, okay, boom, let's go this route. Or Rick could be a risk taker with patterns or style, and then we'll be like, boy, we don't see it, but we're going to rock with you on this one. And then if it hit, you know what I mean? G with the learn to fish. That was something that you came in the office and was like, man, let's rock and roll. I saw this. And I think the dope thing about our brand is that outside of just how they look, it's a message behind it too. You know what I'm saying? They're all conversational pieces. You can't go nowhere without somebody stopping you and being like, yo, what does that mean? To this day, I still see the emails saying, yo, I want to buy this, but I want to make sure I understand the meaning behind it. I still see those same names, and before they'll buy it, but before somebody stops them, they want to be able to explain it. And I appreciate that, and that's what we did. We shaped the culture for real. Like, we got to really, like see what we did too. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope, man. 10 years in, and it's like people are still rocking with us to this day.
A lot of people still don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We still digging. We still digging deep. We still got a lot left in us. You know what I'm saying? We planning a whole nother 10 years.
Start yet, for real.
We trying to stay fly forever. You feel me? And how y'all fly after we die. You know what I'm saying? We want this energy to keep going, keep circulating. You feel me? These conversation pieces that we making, these garments that we giving to the world to make people feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we a service brand. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, in the sense of like we serving people and making them feel good. You know what I'm saying, about what we putting out. You know what I'm saying, about the art we putting together. We getting dudes compliments. If they capitalize on a compliment, you know what I'm saying, and that's what's up. It depends on how you capitalize on it. You feel me?
I think too, man. I think, like you were saying, like, I think we'll forever be fly. You know what I mean? Because I think I posted something, I think yesterday, where I said, it just came to me. I said, death is not final to the ones who create. You feel me? And what I meant by that at the time when I wrote it, you know, it's obvious, like, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It was like, being that we created something, even when we pass, it's gonna always be somebody that took a picture with that Fly Supply shirt on, and like they can remember what happened that night. Oh, I remember that was the night on South Beach when we had a great time with such and such. Like, so death would never be final for us. You know what I mean? Because them pictures last forever. You know what I mean? Or you may saw the Fly Life shirt, and you can remember how you felt when you first saw the Fly Life shirt, or it's so many, the Einstein shirt and stuff like that. Because we honestly, I feel like we're just getting started, honestly. Because we first really started taking off, it was overseas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we've been through God's grace. So we've been able to touch a lot of people worldwide, and so that's why I ain't gonna lie. When I was writing that, I was thinking about us, cause I was like, man, death could really never really be final, cause it's been a lot of work. Like when we first started, everybody was saying we were gonna burn out. You know what I mean? I remember it was like, well, y'all gonna burn out. Like, how y'all coming up with all these ideas?
Yeah.
And 10 plus years later,
still cranking.
Still been cranking. So it's almost like we got a lot of work that's been stored away, really.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I feel like we're just really getting started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a different type of weed out back then too, though.
I don't know what.
Weed, this shit. I quit smoking, bro. Like this weed out here, boy. But you ain't none of
Hell no.
You say you stopped smoking?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been stopped copping. I've been stopped copping.
Hold
Nah,
it to the
for
mic.
real. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been stopped copping though, for real. I probably like every now and then. If Rel spark up, I'll probably hit the joint with him. But I don't buy weed no more, and like even then if I hit the joint with him, I don't even go through the whole joint. I'm like, I'm straight. I just like take my little pull, get a little whiff of it. But nowadays, like man, like when I get high, I don't feel like it ain't the same thoughts that used to run through my mind. I don't know if it's the space I'm in mentally right now. That shit be making me feel like down. I don't like before I used to be like smoke, be happy, get the munchies. All right, let's go again, his shit and create. And I be like, man, I felt like laying out. Like that shit just put me down. I want to go to sleep. Like it's depressing.
Maybe
like,
you gotta graduate substances.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it, though. I ain't gonna lie,
Don't
dog.
listen to this guy. Boy.
No, G shit. I thought about it. I asked my old boy one time, like, man, I'm thinking about. And he was like, man, don't do it, man. This shit ain't the same.
Yeah, I recommend that you don't.
Yeah, I second that recommendation.
Yeah, but don't knock it till you try it.
I'd rather just knock it.
I'd rather just knock it. Yeah, that wasn't even just like on that. My dad, he had a friend.
All right, y'all. So you made it to the end of this episode, man. Dope. We got even way more things to give you guys. Be sure to go to fourquarters.podcast and learn more information. Subscribe, like, share this, tag a couple friends, do all that. And then also check out FSC Academy, where we'll be dropping our ebook, our training courses on how to build a brand, teamwork, just everything from how to actually even trademark your logos, the whole nine, man. We're giving a lot of free game on there. So sign up, tune in, subscribe, like. See you on the next one.
Back in the days when I was a kid, more, and I remember I used to always think he was super, super duper fly. You know what I mean? Because, he always had, all the cars, the jewelry and stuff like that. And when I was young, I was able to ride with him in his car. And I used to just always think he was fly. But the thing is, with him, he was doing illegal stuff at the time, and I'm thinking about you said substances, like substance and stuff like that. Like, I remember I got scolded like we was at his house and we left his house, and I remember when I came out the house, I was like, man, I want everything John Boy got. Like I was like, I want this life, but I didn't know the lifestyle that he was into. And I remember my mom or my dad was driving. They stopped the van and turned around and was like, hey, you don't know what people are doing, you know what I mean? Don't always think you want something that other people got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was those same substances you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you don't know much, you know what I'm saying? And those same substances gave him about 16 years. Way. But I remember just thinking about it, like that's where he was one of the guys I thought was super, super fly too.
Yeah, he was living that life, the lifestyle. That's at first. That's why I said I used to always think the dope boys and athletes was fly.
Right.
But as I grew up, I started seeing there's more to life than that, and there's way more flyer people out here. Them niggas is we crabs compared to the real fly people for real.
Yeah.
Like bro, like we making when we started doing this shit and I started realizing how powerful powerful we are. Niggas is like musicians. And then like I'm talking about like fucking real life like magic musicians. Like bro, niggas is popping up with shit out of their head. Like, yo, we could do this, we could do that. And we doing it. Niggas coming up with shit out of thin air and really creating it and making bread off of it. Mm-hmm. And like nobody can kick down our door. You feel me? Nobody can take our IP. Nigga got real IP out here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fly to me, dog. Like yo, you could say some shit and do it and your way and still be clean with it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hurting nobody. Nigga ain't stealing from nobody. Niggas is really like, you know what I'm saying, just creating for people, you know what I'm saying, and putting our twists on garments and stuff like that. Yeah. So, you feel me? Like,
I think the most important thing, man, is probably just act your wage too.
Yeah.
Not your age, but your wage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything you see out there, man, don't. It makes no sense to like run that sprint, run your marathon. The destination is still the same.
You gotta beat them bosses for real, bro. You gotta beat them bosses.
Owners, not players.
Yeah. And you don't want to burn out. Like that's why we ain't burn out. You know what I'm saying? We was acting our wage before we can make clothes. We just made T-shirts. Just had to win at that level. Then all right, you can make garments now. We still trying to win at that level. You know what I'm saying? We winning in our world. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not be like a off-white, you know what I'm saying, a Louis Vuitton or something like that. But, you know what I'm saying? It's levels. Eventually you get there, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep creating, you know what I'm saying, until you get to that point or you get to that stage where people recognize and you able to put those things in, you know what I'm saying, the stores you want to be in and stuff like that. But the key is to just keep going and shit, man. Don't sell your soul while doing it, and just stay strong here and here in your mind and your heart. If you fly there, then you straight. You ain't got nothing to worry about. No matter what, it don't matter what somebody say or do. That shit shouldn't affect you, cause shit, you already know. Like, bitch can't tell me shit. You feel me? They could say, oh, that nigga ashy as fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I know I ain't put on lotion on. Like, that shit don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I already know, and even with me being ashy, I'm still flying my mind. Like, okay, damn, I got a little stain on it. So what? You feel me? Like, I'ma laugh at it.
Long story short, what? So being fly is more internal than external.
Yeah.
It's all inside of you, man.
Yeah. Stay fly.
Stay fly.
Yo, 4 quarters.
4 quarters.